First, I'd like to wish all you mothers out there a very happy Mother's Day that's coming up this Sunday. This is Ebony Crystal, and this is my 2 month lock anniversary. I guess is the best way to put it. I am documenting this journey as well, my installation was 2 months ago on the 8th. The majority of it was on the 8th. So that's the date that I picked for my um, videos. There's a couple of things that I've learned through trial and error or just from being locked. One, I have had some itching that occurs mostly at night, and I've been kind of troubleshooting why that's happening. And I finally got to the point where I bought satin pillows and took my cap off completely. I thought perhaps it was the cap, which I have three different types that I use. This one's my favorite, satin little beanie kind of thing. That one I use. I actually invested in one that had this opening to it, thinking perhaps my scalp needs to get some air to it. I think this camera is fading as usual. Like I tell you guys, I don't know what I'm doing, so I kind of go along with whatever. That's terrible. Kind of go along with whatever it wants to do. But this one, I'm sure a lot of people use, and it's really comfortable and it stays in place. When I first got it, I threw it in my wash machine and washed it. And I thought, well, something's not quite right. So I was washing them all one day, well, the black ones anyway, and I threw them in to soak overnight because I decided I was going to sleep on a satin pillow. And I found in doing so I had no itching whatsoever. But the next morning I got up, and when I actually looked at the water, I mean, it was jet black. I ended up hand washing this about 3 times before I got to clear water. And I'm going, perhaps it was the dye in this cap that was causing the itching. I stayed with satin pillows, and then one night I put this on after washing it that 3 or 4 times. Oh, wait a minute, let me see if I can get it up. After washing it 3 or 4 times, and I did find I still had some itching going on. And I thought perhaps maybe I didn't get all the dye out of it, so I washed it again. Well, come to find out, I don't care how much I wash any of these things, when I cover my hair at night or put it in a cap at night, there's itching going on. I mean, it's not outrageous itching, but it's enough to get on my nerves. So I've retreated to satin pillows only, nothing on my head, and I do not experience all of that outrageous itching. I actually washed my hair on yesterday. I have noticed, for whatever reasons, and I'm not sure what's going on with these locks. I mean, they look good, but there are some that just are brittle hard, and I wasn't sure exactly how often I should spritz my hair, because I find after I wash it, it's nice and soft, and it works real good. I use bottled water most of the time with this, but I found out that as long as I get some moisture in there, it's not as hard and brittle looking. I've got some really, for me, skinny locks. And there's some that are quite full. But I don't know how often spritzing should work, or how often you should spritz your hair, but I do know that hard feel to a lock I can't stand. These back here have really grown. I mean, they were little short, little bitty short things. They've really grown a lot. But throughout my hair, especially here in the ends, these, uh-oh, these are, they become hard and almost brittle like. I know when I run my fingers down the shaft, or run my fingers down a lot, you know how a fish scale feels? There's some of them that feel, I can feel that lumpy all the way down, you know. And usually those are the ones that are really hard. But like I said, through trial and error, and because I don't know, and I appreciate anybody that answers this question, how often do you spritz your hair with water? Like I said, I'm not using distilled water, I'm using bottled water to do mine. Uh, the grid, it's pretty much intact. I think I've got one up here that was bunching. I found it when I was pulling them apart after washing after it dried. And I believe there's one up here somewhere. Don't know, remember what side it's on. That's, it feels like it's slipping. It's still locked at the scalp, but it's feeling really loose at the bottom. And I don't know if that's a normal process or not. Um, Let me give you the 360 view if I can. Like I said, I can't see back there. But hopefully the grid is intact, as you all can see. But right down through here, like these are not as baby soft as a lot of my other locks are. I don't know if that's part of the process, um, as far as how it goes. And you all know how my camera goes. It fades in and out whenever it wants to. But at any rate, these are my 2-month locks. I am still in love with them. And I doubt very seriously I'll stop loving them. But like I said, I'm in a learning process as far as what these locks are supposed to do. But for me, they're just getting to be super skinny. I feel a little lump at the bottom of this one. But they are really little bitty, and I know over time they will thicken up themselves. And I'm not rushing the process. I just want to make sure that what I'm doing is not messing up the process. So any input as far as what's going on and how it should go that you all think that might be of help to me, I would appreciate it. Again, I use absolutely no products in my hair whatsoever. I use a clarifying shampoo to wash my hair, and I do it like maybe every 10 days or so, if that's too much. I'd love your input as far as that goes. But like I said, these little hard locks, I think they're of great concern to me as far as, is that the way that they're supposed to do? Like I said, I know most people, they got various textures in their hair, and that might be what my biggest problem is I've got texture. At any rate, I'm looking for any input that you have to give, any information as far as what you think or how this process is going along. Like I said, I am quite pleased with it. Uh, like I said, I washed my hair yesterday, and I spent a good portion of the time separating these little bitty locks, or that's concerned. But at any rate, again, I want to say Happy Mother's Day. If you hadn't hit my subscribe button, I'd appreciate it if you did. I'm not so much into trying to push this channel. I'm just after information. I do these videos, number one, to document my journey, and number two is for the senior citizens, or I call us a silver lock people. I know I don't have a lot of silver. I'm getting it, but I don't have a lot of silver in my hair. But I've seen a few videos that people do. Uh, in July, I'll turn 75, and I'm going. I think I'm being cheated somewhere along the line. You're supposed to have more gray at 75, but that's just my outlook. I am of the Chickasaw, Choctaw, Irish. Uh, in other words, I'm a mutt. So who knows exactly what? Well, I guess it's my genetics as far as why I don't have outrageous gray. I got a son that has more gray than I do. I don't know how that happened. But at any rate, like I said, this is my 2 month lock process. I just wanted you all to see where I am and how it's going. I'm quite pleased with it. These little skinny, little bitty locks, they're little bitty. So that means I got a head full of little bitty locks, and I'm pretty sure it has to do with the texture of my hair. But at any rate, I'd appreciate any input that you all have. If you hit the subscribe button, leave all your comments as far as what do you think. Is the process that I'm going through, is that pretty much a normal thing? Especially those people that are having itching. I don't want to put any products in my hair. So that's the reason why I was troubleshooting to find out why my scalp was itching, because I've never had that problem before. I've never been a person to have flaky dandruff or that itching. Before being locked, I was in the process of washing my hair every day. And I thought perhaps that was the problem. But I'm finding that by putting moisture in there, it stops the itching. By going to a silk pillowcase or a satin pillowcase instead of this cap, I've eliminated the itching too. So, at any rate, I'd love to hear from you. I love your ideas as far as what I can do. I can see you. I can see my dog in the background scratching his back. He's itching too, I guess. But at any rate, I thank you guys for following this journey with me. Again, hit that subscribe button. Leave your comments below. And I'd appreciate any input that you have. Thanks for watching, and again, happy Mother's Day to all you mothers. Bye-bye.